Welcome back, everybody, to For Goodness Take. Today, we have CSUN guard Darius Brown. Darius, how are you today?
Great. How are you?
Great, thank you. So today we're going to talk some basketball, banter back and forth, and all that good stuff. To kick it off, what is your earliest memory of basketball?
My dad just put a ball in my hands from when I was a child. So, as far as I can remember, I've always been playing basketball.
So growing up, did you grow up in a basketball house?
I'm the oldest of two, so of like three in total. So I was always playing basketball, and I actually played football too. So my dad kind of pushed me to play whatever sport I wanted to play, but basketball, I guess, just was the best for me. I liked it, and yeah, so it just worked out for me that way.
Would you say you're the best of the three brothers?
I would say that now, yeah.
Any competition between you three?
Yeah, well, they're both younger than me. So one of them's 18 and the other one's 16. So the 16-year-old, he's got a lot of catching up to do. But they're both getting there. They're really good. So
When did you realize you can start going somewhere with basketball?
um, probably towards the end of my middle school years, I played football and basketball together, but there came a time where I had to like pick one. I rather dedicated all my time to one sport instead of crossing borders with two. So around like seventh grade, I stopped playing football and put everything into basketball. And I just, it felt like it was the best chance for me to, get a college scholarship.
What made you choose basketball over football?
Basketball was, I just found it more amusing. I think it was because it was year round. Football was only seasonal and I wasn't playing that much, and basketball was always around. So I just got more amusement out of basketball. And I felt like I was better at basketball. So
What position did you play in football?
I played running back in football. So
So you think the footwork helped you, like the transition from football and basketball to just basketball, the running back from, or the footwork from being a running back kind of helped you?
yeah, in a way, I think everything helped me, especially contact, just being, strong with everything I do and taking contact and stuff like that. So yeah, I do think football helped me in a way.
Do you prefer like NFL to NBA? Or are you just like strictly a basketball guy?
Oh no, I watch NFL and stuff like that. I'm a Charger fan. It's rough right now, but yeah, I'm a Charger fan, so I watch the NFL and stuff like that. But obviously, I prefer watching the NBA. So or college basketball, or really any type of basketball over football. But I still enjoy watching football and stuff like that.
You like the Justin Herbert pick?
I don't know much about Herbert, but I mean, we got rid of Phillip Rivers, so I'm hoping they think that was a smart move. So hopefully they know what they're doing. I'm not
Are
a.
you a Lakers fan or a Clippers fan?
I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay. You excited for them to win a championship this year?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
yeah, I am too. Just things happen. So
Yeah. I think LeBron or Giannis are MVP. Do you have like a vote on that?
um, um, I guess I want to say LeBron, but I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know why James Harden keeps popping up in my head,
Is
but
James Harden your favorite player?
no, not at all. He's just amusing to watch. But no, he's not my favorite. But
Who is?
um, at this second, who I enjoy watching is probably Damian Lillard.
Do you try to
I
model your game after him?
say that again.
You try to model your game after him?
No, not necessarily. Just I don't know who I model my game after. I kind of I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like I don't try to score as much as Damian Lillard does, but I just like watching him play, and I think he's really good, underrated in a way, underrated at the top, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And Steph Curry is always a favorite of mine, but he's not playing right now. And yeah, but I don't know who I model my game after. It's kind of, I don't know. I have to give that some thought.
Are you excited that Damian Lillard's the cover of 2K21?
Funny thing, I don't play 2K.
Huh.
Funny thing, I don't play 2K, but I do play Madden, so it's weird.
So are you more of like, do you just play Madden?
Yeah, I play Madden. I play like Fortnite and Warzone and stuff. Barely those two, but I play a lot of Madden. Like surprisingly, it's pretty weird. I just like, I don't know. I don't own 2K.
Have you ever owned 2K?
Oh yeah. Back back when. Like I stopped buying 2Ks like 3 years ago. It's repetitive. It's the same thing, and
True.
I don't know. And I just get more amusement out of playing Madden, and 2K is kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. I prefer watching basketball, but playing 2K is kind of weird to me. And then Madden is fun. I don't know. I got a twisted mind, I guess.
Do you play that on like PS4, Xbox? Which of the two?
Yeah, I play PS4.
Do you think you're gonna get the PS5?
Debating it. I don't necessarily need the PlayStation 5.
That's true.
But and then there's this new Spider-Man game that's coming out that's only on PlayStation 5. So they're gonna make me buy the PlayStation 5 by that game alone. So
What if they release like an NCAA basketball game with
Oh
only
yeah.
on PS5?
Oh then I'd have to get it. So
What would your rating be?
Being modest about myself, I give myself a solid 88.
88?
88. Being nice about myself, not being the most cocky.
So
But,
88 on the large scale or 88 just in the Big West Conference?
oh no, in the large scale. I'd actually give
Okay.
myself higher than that actually.
What would you give yourself then?
Probably like a 93.
Okay.
That's like large scale. Like that's just me being modest about myself.
If you weren't being modest, would you give yourself like a hard 99?
Yeah, easy. Easy.
Okay.
A lot of people disagree, but let's say that.
I mean, you'll have to prove it next season.
Yeah, I will.
So let's go back to high school. What was the recruiting process for you like, and why'd you commit to CSUN?
I actually had a lack of recruitment like all the way up to my junior year. I wasn't recruited by anybody actually junior year. Senior year, I was starting to get recruited, and but it never really went anywhere until the end of senior year. Playoffs, we had a good run, and then I started to pick up interest and stuff, and a couple of D2s offered, and then a couple D1s offered, and then CSUN was close. It was running kind of late actually, as in like the commitment process of like it was late, and CSUN was close to home. I took the visit. Everything seemed nice. I loved the coaching staff, and really just the fact it's 30 minutes from home, and it seemed like everything I needed at the time. So I decided to commit. I thought it was I think it's great. I think I don't take it back or anything like that. A lot of people regret where they first commit and all that other stuff, but I don't. I think it was a great pick for me.
What have you learned being part of the CSUN team for the past 2 years?
A lot of stuff in detail, not necessarily anything large scale. It's like once you played the game long enough, there's not a lot of large things that you can necessarily learn. I think, or from what I've witnessed, but a lot of just that small paying attention to detail goes a long way. I'd say that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned.
So how are you gonna, all those tools that you've learned the past 2 years, how are you gonna implement those going into your junior year?
It's gonna be a totally new team. I haven't met a lot of my teammates in person actually, since we had a lot of people leave and a lot of people transfer in, a lot of new people. So I don't exactly know. But as far as me individually, to just as an upperclassman now to just, lead, be a better leader, and to, just be, just do everything the coach asks of me and above and beyond, and just, fill the role as the leader and as anything the team needs out of me, if that makes sense.
That makes a ton of sense. So, like, in the Big West, what team is the hardest for you to play against?
Probably UC Irvine or UC Davis.
What about them makes them so tough?
I don't know. UC Irvine just always rebounds well, and they're usually a bigger team than everybody, so they rebound very well. So it makes them hard to beat them. They always get a lot of second chance points. And as far as UC Davis, they always have shooters, and they just always make shots against CSUN. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they do it against everybody else too, but against them, I always find myself struggling.
So, are those the two hardest road teams to play, or just the two hardest teams flat out to play?
Flat out, I'd say, to me.
How about like road atmosphere wise? Like, who has the best crowd?
Probably Hawaii.
What about Hawaii?
They have a nice fan base. They don't have any professional teams out there, so if anybody's supporting anybody, it's University of Hawaii. So they always have a packed crowd, and it's always loud in there. Very nice arena, so they have a nice fan base and everything. So I would say Hawaii is probably the best.
Do you enjoy going out to Hawaii to play them? I know that's like the longest voyage from CSUN.
I actually do not. I don't like going to Hawaii. I don't like flying. So I mean, I guess while when I'm out there, it's nice. There's like a day. We can go to the beach a little bit, relax. Enjoy Hawaii. But then it's like it's so quick of a turnaround that I just don't think it's worth it because of the flight. I don't like flying. I'm not scared of flying. I just don't like being on planes. It just makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Especially like all the other teams you played are pretty much driving distance from CSUN, whereas Hawaii, you just have to go all the way out of the way.
Yeah, I don't like long. It's long flights. That's the problem. I don't like 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't like it.
Yeah, I can for sure see that.
Oh well, got 2 more years of doing that.
I wonder why Hawaii's in the Big West. It seems like all the teams are like lined up perfectly, and then Hawaii is just kind of there.
Farthest west, probably. I don't know. I mean, it's not like there's any other schools for them to play, so they have to put them in some conference.
That's true. So who's the hardest player you've ever had to guard? Like regardless of high school, college, just that one game, that one guy, which is impossible for you to guard.
I don't know. As far as anything, like high school, college, anything?
Yep, just like that one guy that you remember being impossible to guard.
I struggled defensively in high school. Like I wasn't always the best defender. College, I think I've become better. So in high school, I struggled defensively, and I would say that my teammate guarding him every day in practice, it was pretty hard to guard him. His name is Bryce. He goes to UNLV right now.
Bryce Hamilton?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, in high school, guarding him all the time, it was actually very hard to do. I've become a better defender since college, but high school I struggled a lot, and it was actually very tough to guard him every day, day in, day out in practice. So I'd say him probably.
How about in college?
I don't know. Dang. It's like, I'd probably say it's like I don't have to guard him the most, but guarding Lamine was very hard. Is a very hard thing to do. Lamine Janae, he was my teammate also.
What makes him so hard to guard?
Well, he's very athletic, and he's 6'7", and it's like you can't necessarily block his shot. And if he gets to the basket, he's a very good finisher. And then if he's making jumpers that day, then he's very, very hard to guard. So I probably go with Lamine just because I don't know, that's always been a hard task. And I don't know if it's probably I don't have to guard him that much, obviously, because I'm only 6'1" and he's 6'7". But when I do, it's actually very hard to do. So
I hate guarding taller people, especially because I'm pretty weak too. So the height and the lack of strength for me, it's just like horrible combo defensively. I like guarding like people who are below average height like me.
Hard. I don't like guarding smaller people than me, actually.
Because they're too shifty and quick.
Yeah, it's very hard to follow.
I can see that.
But it happens, you know.
So when you're playing defense, you're obviously rocking a pair of shoes. So what's your favorite shoes to rock in game?
Probably I think it's the Curry 6s probably. I mean, CSUN's sponsored by Under Armour, so I wear a lot of Under Armours, and I wear these Steph Currys a lot. Actually, I don't know, but I actually have them in the trunk of my car. Actually, I don't know what they're called. Actually, I'm gonna grab them real quick. I like wearing these a lot.
Okay, like the like high top shoes.
Yeah, they're high tops. I like all of them. You know, and then it says like I can do all things like right there, and you know I don't know. I play in high tops or low tops, but I don't know. I really like these. They're comfortable and they just I don't know. I have like 3 different pairs of these shoes in different colors. Like I really like these shoes.
So. Do you think Under Armour makes the best shoe?
Yes, we'll just go with that. Yes. I haven't wore any. Yeah, something like that. I haven't wore any other shoes in like 3 years, so I actually forgot what Nikes and Adidas, and I forgot what all those other shoes feel like. I haven't wore other shoes in years.
Personally, my favorite shoe is the Harden, either Harden's 2 or 3, which are both Adidas. I don't usually wear Under Armour.
I've never played in Harden's before. I only wore Nike before I got to CSUN, but then when I got to CSUN, obviously I just wore straight Under Armours, and I learned like Under Armours feel good to me, and but I don't remember what what Nikes feel like and stuff. So,
well, having been at CSUN for the past couple of years, what's been your favorite memory?
I'd say probably after we beat Irvine at Irvine this past year, or after we beat Hawaii my freshman year at Hawaii, or after we beat Santa Barbara at Santa Barbara this year. A bunch of like road wins. It always, you know, we've always had fun in the locker room after, and it's always, you know, funny and stuff like that.
What's so funny about like the post-game locker room?
You know, just everybody's laughing and having a good time. So it's always fun. I guess fun, not funny. There's nothing actually funny. It's just there's funny things that happen when everybody's having fun. You know, everybody's just laughing and good time. So that's what I mean by that.
What's been the funniest thing that ever happened on the court while you've been playing?
I don't know, maybe when you're winning by a lot, just a conversation that you can have. Trash talking is always kind of funny in a way.
Are you a big trash talker?
Me, myself, no, not necessarily. I only speak when spoken to. I don't necessarily get into that.
Do you have like certain go-to lines when someone speaks to you?
Tell someone to Google me. But I don't necessarily get into that like that. But yeah, I could say Google me. That's always a good one.
Do you like? Do you ever like Google like good insults, or do they just come to you naturally?
No, I don't ever Google insults, but no, they always just come. That's funny.
Have you ever had like one really good trash talking moment that you can remember?
No, actually. No, I don't necessarily. I really do not get into that at all. It's happened, but not a lot.
Probably good that I don't trash talking isn't really that effective most of the time because a lot of refs just tee you up instantly. So it's better to keep your
Yeah,
mouth
there's
shut a lot of
that.
the time.
There's that too. So
So moving on from like the trash talking aspect of basketball, like we went over for the past, minute or so, if you could build an NBA roster around yourself with you being the one, who would you choose and why?
that's an interesting question. Um, NBA roster, taking all aspects into mind, I would take. Okay, a young for a young. I would take. I would take Devin Booker. One, he's young. He can score in any type of way. So I would take Devin Booker. He's young. Take any type of score, and just as a keep the team together type thing, as in he's young. I'm taking everything into consideration. I would take Devin Booker. Kevin Durant, healthy, easily. I would take Anthony Davis, or probably Giannis and Anthony Davis together, both of them.
Okay. So your
Oh,
starting five would be
yeah,
you, Devin Booker, KD, Giannis, AD.
yes.
What would your role be on that team?
Facilitate and lead.
What
Just
would that team's
facilitate and
record be?
say that again.
What would that team's record be?
81-0, 82-0.
82 and 0. Go back to that facilitating part.
Yeah, just taking care, making sure everybody's eating in a way, just making sure everybody's getting their buckets. Although they're all superstars and they can all do it on their own, just winning mentalities, winning attitudes there.
Okay. So 82 and 0, you're the facilitator. The next you take on the championship obviously. The next season do you go 82 and 0 and take home that ring again?
Of course,
Just back to back to back to back to back until someone leaves, something happens, someone retires.
virtually unstoppable forever.
Can you find one weakness on that team?
None.
So moving on, I'm gonna switch gears on you. This is called the speed round. I'm gonna say a word, and you're gonna say a phrase, memory, do an action, just whatever comes to your mind first. Whatever suits you best, you can say it, you can speak it, you can do it.
Ooh, I'm not good at this. All right.
Ready for this? Dime,
Chris Paul. Don't know why.
bulldog,
Pasadena.
star,
My dog.
junior season,
Shoulda, coulda.
shoulda, coulda,
Yeah. We lost the CIF championship that year. Shoulda, coulda.
Darius Brown,
Greatness.
greatness in the making or current greatness.
Both.
Okay. I'm gonna switch it up on you one more time. This is called recruit me. So I'm a five-star shooting guard out of LA, and I cut my schools down or cut my list down to four schools: UCLA, Oregon, Duke, and could you guess the fourth one?
Sorry, so repeat that whole scenario.
Okay, so I'm a five-star shooting guard from Los Angeles, and I cut my list down to four schools. I got UCLA, I got Oregon, I got Duke, and could you guess the fourth school?
CSUN. Don't know
CSUN?
why. Yep, CSUN. He's coming to CSUN.
CSUN's the, CSUN's the fourth one, correct. So how are you going to convince me to commit to CSUN so we can form the best backcourt in college basketball?
Stay home, and I can get you anything you need at CSUN. Whatever you need. You want buckets? I can get you buckets. You want to facilitate? You can facilitate. You can do whatever you want. We can run everything together. Stay home. Everybody loves LA. You don't want to leave home.
UCLA is also in LA too, though.
Everybody loves the Valley. You don't want to be in North Hollywood or Hollywood. You don't want to be there.
Why
Too much
not?
going.
Too much going
Too
on?
there. Too many politics at UCLA. From the CSUN.
Okay, so you want me to stay in LA so that gets rid of Oregon and Duke. Well, I want to hear more about the coaching staff because I know UCLA has a great coaching staff. So give me more about like Coach Godfrey and the rest of the coaching staff at CSUN.
Very well balanced. You know, Coach Godfrey, he coached in the ACC, has a lot of experience. And then you got Coach Herrick, who's won an NCAA championship with UCLA and who had Coach Godfrey under him at the time. Coach Dunlap has been coaching for a long time. He was with Godfrey back at one of his old schools at the time, or Mo just left, but we had Mo at the time who's won an NBA championship. So there's just a lot of balance, young, old, in the middle, just a lot of different varieties of coaching on the same coaching staff, which is very helpful and very nice.
Something that's kind of bugging me about if I commit to CSUN is that it's not a Power 5 school. So why would a 5-star shooting guard from LA commit to a non-Power 5 school?
You can put the school on the map and you'll get more credit for that. And also, you take CSUN to the NCAA tournament, then you just look way better. It's like Duke and all those other schools, they usually get in off a bid anyway, no matter what they do. And it's like if you take a school like CSUN to the NCAA tournament, then you just get all the glory and more credit, and you look better and you look like a hometown hero, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay, there's one more thing I need to hear. What's the Matadome like on game day? Like, what's the atmosphere in there?
I like it. I like the depth perception of the gym, like the whole like the gym. So it's like it has like I like the court, like the colors of the court. Like my first year, it was it was black. It was the black top, so it was all black, and the floor looked nice. I think that's it. Like it's black, like the court that you have in the background, and then it changed to like a white top. Like it's like white. And it's like the colors pop more, the red pops more, and like the big C, they changed the logo. So everything is cool in there. As far as the crowd, everything is nice. I mean, I like the crowd in there, and it's my friend Micah runs the student section, so he does his best of making sure everybody's like lit before the games and stuff. And there's like a whole they got, I can't think of the word right now, but they have like these rallies and stuff that they do before and stuff. So it's a great atmosphere to be around and stuff like that.
So if I commit, will the crowd go even more crazy than before?
Of course.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. With everything you've said, I'm going to commit to CSUN. Go Matadors.
Oh, got a CSUN hat. I don't even have one. Look at you.
Well, since I committed, we're going to win 4 straight Big West titles, 4 straight March Madnesses, and be the new Power 5. Big West is going to be the Power 6 now.
There you go. Just like that. That easy.
Well, that concludes this episode of For Goodness Take. Darius, thank you so much for being on the show. Any final questions or comments?
No, not at all.
Okay. Best of luck to you and good luck next season. And you're going to win the Big West Player of the Year and the championship next year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course.